Right, okay, gentlemen, are we ready?
Ready, mate.
We're ready to go live, okay. Got my questions ready. After 3, 3, 2, 1, action. Gentlemen, thank you very much for giving me some of your time. A couple of big hitters. You've had a lot of media commitments this week. I understand you've been on the radio today as well. Bondi, I'll go to you. Media commitments, what?
Yes, mate, we've had the Sentinel, League Post, and we've just been on Moorlands Radio this afternoon. So.
And now League Town TV, massive.
Probably
massive.
One of the biggest.
Massive.
Yeah, League Town.
Senior Challenge Vars winners. How does that feel? I'll just get me tea.
Feels alright, doesn't it, mate?
I think it's a great achievement. Obviously, never been won in the club's history, so to win it it's a massive achievement.
I think the story though, Bowley Green were on the, for want of a better phrase, on their arse, weren't they? They were almost going out. Tell me, what when you took over?
Yeah, it was nothing to do with off the field antics, so it wasn't financial. The reason they were potentially could have been non-existent. It was to do with players. All the players had left. Darren Baker had left. He'd gone to League Town as a coach, first team coach under Caswell, under Kazza. Obviously, great opportunity for Bake. So he's left, and then I think all the players have followed because there was no manager in place. So when I popped up to speak to Nipper, who was the chairman, at night, he basically said, "Listen, we've got 3 players. We've already folded from the league, so you've got practically 2 weeks for me, 2-week deadline to get a team together that's going to be competitive." For us to go back to the Staffs County League and say, yes, we're putting a side in and we're not folding. So it was me and Aid Nettle, a lad called Aid Nettle. He approached me, asking me if I'd fancied it. I can't be honest, I didn't at first.
When was this? How long ago was this?
It's 3 seasons ago now. So what are we now? 2016. So probably 2014, 2015 season.
So you've had to get a squad together pretty rapid.
This was June time. The club was, like I said, the club had withdrawn from the Staffs County Premier League, wasn't participating that following season. Me and Aid Nettle come along, spoke to Ant Knight. Ant Knight, I don't think he was overly keen, to be brutally honest. He probably didn't think that me and Aid could get a side together. And that's fair enough on Ant's side, because the last thing they wanted to do was put a side in that was going to get beat. I don't know if you've heard the story of Stone Dominoes. When they folded, they were getting beat 28-0, 30-0, week in, week out. And close games, yeah, close games.
So I guess a club like Bowley Green and the long history, you didn't want it to come to that, because that'd have been ridiculous.
Yeah, well, no one wants that, do they, for a football team? You might as well not play and put a side in. But
so it's a great story then to see what the state the club was in, and then obviously winning this competition this week. So, Wayne, when did you get on board?
At the start of last season, was it? I think.
Yeah.
Start of last season.
And are you the assistant manager? Is that the correct title?
I was going to say you're the oldest member.
About 20.
And how are you finding that role then, as assistant manager?
It's good. I mean, Bondi does all the groundwork. He does all the organisation and things like that. I just turn up on a match day and help with team selection and things like that.
I mean, I've got to, as an ex-professional footballer, I would imagine the players, they've got to look up to him because
brilliant, mate. It's brilliant. He spoke before the final. I asked him to have a little word, because he's been there. He's been in playoff finals. Playing at Millennium Stadium, crying out loud. He's phenomenal experience. And I just asked him to have a word with the players before, because obviously it is nerves. I mean, I was nervous. Didn't I said to you in the day?
I think some of the players were nervous as well. You got nerves are not a bad thing. Just got to calm down if you can.
Channel them in the right way, haven't you?
Yeah, nerves are not a bad thing.
So you've got to pick a team for the final.
Yep.
You've got to leave players out. Yeah. I take it you discussed this before, the two of you and your management.
Yeah, we discussed. Yeah, we did. Like I said, Wayne
left me out, and
Wayne was left out. So. The changing rooms. No, he didn't. People like Wayne, they took it on the chin. Wayne understands that. At the end of the day, we put a team out that probably we could say it wasn't our best side, but it was the side that got us to the final. It was the side that won the quarters, the side that won the semis. So they deserved a crack at the final, in our opinion. So
how did the players take it that were left out? Were they, I mean, disappointed? I would imagine.
Disappointed, but I think we've built up a squad, built up a team they're in together. The good lads. They all get on off the field as well as on the field.
I think it's happened throughout the season, though. To be honest, we've had to select teams in league games, and players have just got to accept it. If they're not happy, then have a word with Bondi or myself, and then
it's part and parcel. I would imagine.
Yeah, it's a tough job, to be honest, because the last thing you want to do is upset people.
Wayne, the final itself, 3-0. How did you see that game?
It wasn't the best of games. I don't think we played it our best, to be honest. But we've got Aaron Bott up front, and he knows where the goal is. So I basically said, after his first goal, I said to him, play on the defender's shoulder and you'll keep getting in, which he did. And he proved the point by getting an hat-trick.
He's on, Aaron Bott, you mentioned him, he's on dual registration at Leek Town, he has been, am I right in saying?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Do you think he's good enough, Bondi, to play for Leek Town?
Yeah, I do. I've pushed him that way. I've told the Leek Town people down Leek Town to have a look at our lads. They come to watch. And I think Botty's played 3 games. Feeney's played a couple of games. Kielan's played a couple of games for him. And by all accounts, they've done very well. I've been watching a couple of times at Leek Town, and they have played well. They perhaps haven't had enough game time, in my opinion. I believed, and probably the way Botty's played for the 3 games for Leek, I was quite surprised he's not played a bit more.
His goals record speaks for itself.
Yeah, quite surprised. And I know obviously he's very disappointed. But that's, they're not my club. Bowling my club. I'll do the best for my club, and the best for my club was keeping hold of Botty and Feeney and our better players. So that's what we've done. We've managed to do.
Well, we've touched upon Leek Town. I'll ask you, Wayne, because you've obviously played for Leek Town and played at that level. How big is the jump, would you say, between the league Bowling Green are operating in and Leek Town? So for a player like Botty, what's your view there? How big is it?
I just think obviously it's more professional. If you know where I'm coming from, you've got to look after yourself a bit more and train when they train, rather than not turning up or whatever. It's you've got to be more committed, I think. And I think Botty's he's obviously got the goal scoring ability, so if he can keep going and keep training hard, I think he'll be okay.
Is that your phone, Bondi? It's hot.
Sorry, mate.
It's hot.
It's in the kitchen.
Have you had other clubs showing interest in Botty?
Not just Botty, several of the players.
You have?
Yeah, there's. I know Botty this season has turned down numerous Atlanta clubs that have come in for him, all showing an interest in him. The likes of Eccleshaw, Uttoxeter, Old Sager have been interested. Hanley Town have put 7 days in for him, and he's turned the ball down to stay with us, which is, speaks volumes for what me and Wayne do. And
we spoke to him on a couple of occasions and said, you're better off scoring goals, playing well, rather than going somewhere where you might not enjoy it, or just to enjoy your football, because he's scoring goals. So
yeah, he's just turned 19.
Young lad. But
it's not just him. We've had interest shown for Kieran Lazenby. We've had interest shown for Callum Feeney. Mike Keats. There's been interest for him.
Well, I was going to mention Mike Keats because I personally thought. I was there Monday night. I thought he had a fantastic game at the back. He looks a good player. He looks a strong lad.
Told you to go centre half, didn't I, James?
Well, you did say Bondi. He was good. He was good. Another good player you've got at Bowling Green again. Has there been interest in people like him?
Yeah, there has. Yeah, and to be fair, Botty. Let's go to Botty. He's a midfielder. We put him up top, and I think he's on 48 goals for the season.
Yeah, it's quality.
Mike Keats has predominantly been a striker or a forward player. He's now playing centre half. We've got another young lad next to him called Liam Davies. He's a striker. Plays from Andy Birchbate's under 18s. He plays up front for them, I think, or midfield. Plays centre half for us, and that's the way we've gone about things. You know, we looked at players, we put them in the positions that we think that they're the best, and to be fair to them all, you know, they've not bounded, they've got on with the job, and they enjoy it, which is good.
On the night, I've got to mention the support, because there was obviously good fan base from Leek had travelled over to Stafford. I thought the support was excellent. Just a word on that, I suppose. I guess you'll thank the...
Yeah, no, I thanked them all individually on the night, and I do every game. We have had some good support home and away this season, considering, you know, what league we're in and stuff like that. You know, I know the home attendances, the money we raise for the turnstiles, it's enough pay for the officials, which is like, you know, per game, which is for a club like Leek Town, Bulley Green, it's phenomenal. You know, it's brilliant.
I think we made a big point of recognising the backroom staff who work at Bulley Green, and without them, and even, you know, some of the fans who have had to even play some of the games to rest players.
Yeah, brilliant.
I think it all helps towards, you know, obviously winning this trophy. So
yeah, it's all helps.
I think it's a great feel about the club. You know, when I was there, it's like a good community feel.
That's what we are. We're a family club.
It's a nice feel about it.
You know,
there's a song, Bondi or Wayne even. There's a song about the physio the other night. What can you tell me about that?
I can't remember it. Can you, Wayne?
Can't remember.
No, sorry.
No, well, fair enough.
No, to be fair, I mean, the fans on Monday night especially, they were brilliant. Turned up in the droves. Some of the songs were funny. I mean, I think I got one, didn't I?
That was all in good spirit, in fairness, wasn't it?
I think I got one. Bondi gives a wave, and once a wave,
it never stopped.
No,
they call him a W.
They then turned on. It was brilliant.
It was good banter, in fairness.
Brilliant. No, and I couldn't thank him enough.
What's the hardest thing about running a football team?
Players' commitment. I said this before. Nightmare.
In what way? What do you mean?
Our level.
Yeah.
They don't get paid. They don't get paid a Bulley Green. I know some teams pay players in our league, but we don't. So they're classed as volunteers, aren't they? They're such like us. You know, they don't have to turn up if they don't want to. You know, when it's raining, it's cold, and Champions League's on, they don't turn up for training, or they come out with the excuses.
It's not really no incentive, is there? That's the be all and end all. They don't have to turn up for training, but
I suppose if you're struggling to get in the side, then I can understand it. But
if you're getting beat week on week,
yeah,
you know, you must think, do you know what? I can't be bothered. You know, what's the point? Because I'm either on the bench on the weekend, or we're going to get beat 7-0 anyway, so there's no point. So that's the biggest thing for me. But that's improved.
So what's the most satisfying? I guess winning things like this and seeing it.
For me, no. I mean, obviously, yeah, this has been phenomenal because it's the first time in our history. But like me and Wayne have said and spoken about, and I said before, to me, it's about the club as a whole. That it's not folded. It's progressing on and off the field. I mean, when I took over the hot seat, I think the committee had 3 members. I mean, you can't run football clubs with 3 members.
And you've added to that, haven't you?
I think it's in the double figures now. We've got junior teams that represent the badge, and there's more junior teams that are asking to come. So it's, you know, for the club as a whole, on and off the field, we've progressed. And me personally, I enjoy watching the players improve. Like, for example, Botti. Look at him. You know, he's top scorer in the league. I have to talk him into playing Saturday football. You know, that's
brilliant. Yeah,
to see that and to see him run out for Leek Town, it was a big proud moment for me. Which, and it might sound a bit sad, but it is.
No, it's fair. It's fair. It's a fair.
Playing games for me.
Yeah, brilliant. Wayne, how old are you?
26.
41.
41. How long can you keep playing for? Do you think 41? Because that's knockout. I'm 42.
The question should ask is the defenders, the right backs and the left, or the full backs. How long can they keep picking their hips up off the floor once he's fake shotted him?
Well, I'm asking, Wayne, how does the body feel? Because it's the pace of the game the other night. It's fast.
Yeah, I think I feel fine. It's I think you know as a person when it's time to give the younger lads a go. But no, I'll keep going until as long as.
And do you still get the same buzz? Still enjoy it like you?
Yeah, I love football. To me, Saturday afternoons about football. So no matter what level you're playing at, you know, I started off in lads and dads, worked the way up, and You know, it's back to Saturday football, non-league, league, whatever. It's all good.
I've got to ask this. It's just slightly off topic, but who's the best player you've ever played alongside? Oh, you played alongside me as well for the Vets.
I think you've asked us before. I think it was either
Quite
you
repetitive.
or Osh.
Can we have a serious answer?
That was a serious answer, Bonnie. What are you on about?
Terrible.
Yeah, go on.
To be honest, I've played alongside a lot of good
Played
players.
Liam Lawrence,
you know,
didn't
Liam Lawrence, yeah, obviously he played for Stoke and Sunderland, and the players at Vale when they were in the Championship, they were good players. Foyle and Van der Laans, and I
Yeah.
think his Van der Laans lad played the other night against us.
Yeah, he sat in front of me, Robin van der
He's a good player, but I believe he's got a bad injury. A knee or an ankle or something. So which is not helping.
We'll stick with the first answer, I think. Ocean Lockett.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Which Lockett though? Paul?
Jim Lockett. League form, Bondy, league form. How's the league form
We're
been?
doing alright,
Where are you in the league?
We're currently fourth, I believe. Fourth or fifth. We've lost some shocking games that we should have won by 10.
I think there's been games when we've had a mouthful of chances and just not put the ball away, or you know, we've lost by the odd goal. And some of the games, you know, if you look at them points, they could have added up towards the end of the
Yeah,
season.
we could be sitting in second easily, couldn't we? I mean, Abbey Alton, we played them, you know, twice this season. Lost 2-1-2 in both times. Had a man sent off both games. And they come off the pitch and said, you know, which was some high praise from their management, saying that they were the best team that they played in the league, which was nice. But we pummeled them at our place. And
How many more games have you got left to play?
We've got
Must be
4 left, mate.
nearly done.
We're away now, Paisley Vicks on Monday night, 7:30 p.m. kickoff. And then was last home game on next Saturday.
What?
All my faces
What?
off his head. We've got Walsall next Saturday, last home game, so 2:30 kick-off. If you're not doing anything, get up,
Get up and watch.
because this will be paraded.
Yeah, well, we'll try and be there.
Stoke are away.
Could be done.
You'll be against Swansea, won't you? 'Cause
That's what I do. Yeah, possibly. You mentioned a lot of people that have been at the club a long time. Could you name a couple of them?
Pete Lovett, yeah, for one, been there for
So it's a big night for the likes
He was
of...
there when my
50,
dad
60
played in
years.
the
Yeah.
70s and 80s, and
Yeah. Well, he was there.
do a lot of work for the club.
Yeah, and it was nice because like Wayne's dad came watch Monday, and it was nice to hear his stories because he was a good player when he was young. He played for Green, and Green had a good side in the 70s, didn't they? 70s and 80s, and they won everything, every honour you can, apart from this bad boy. So, you know, it was nice for us to be the first team to win the Vars. But it's nice for like I said to the Sentinel and I said to other people, it's more about people that are behind the scenes. You know, Ant Knight that does, you know, he does 3 roles for the club. It's the chairman, the secretary, the treasurer. And without these people, you know, the people
Wouldn't run, would it?
John Pickford's, the ogres behind the scenes, the club wouldn't run. They wouldn't have a flat, nice green pitch. You know, they wouldn't have the kit washed up and hung up for home games and packed in bags for away games. And
It's the bits you don't see.
you don't see them, mate. You know, and before I took over as manager, I've got to be honest, and you know, I never saw it. You know, I was a player, and I'd be like, I'd rock up, play.
I think as a player you expect things, don't you?
Yeah, of course you do.
You don't.
Appreciate what's...
You're a bit ignorant about what goes on.
But I think our boys have bought into that. They understand.
Because we've drummed it into it.
Yeah, it has been drummed into.
But I'm getting to the end. I've got to ask about next season, and the obvious question is will you two be there as a management team? You know, it's hard to... You tell me, will you be there?
But Bonnie's had a quick chat today and said, you know, what are you thinking of doing? So I'd like to do another season. You know, you never know how long the club's going to go on for anyway. So
That's his Mrs. Lexi.
Well,
yeah,
she's the boss.
it's a question of who wears the trousers.
Yeah.
So I'll be there.
Yeah, you know, I think, well, we're both carried on. We've had spoken to all the lads, we've had every one of them pretty much said that
committed
and staying. And I've also got some good lads that are wanting to join next season, so we're going to be better than we were this season.
was just about to say, how hard do you think it will be? I mean, you've got to keep the lads together, and you know, when you do well, I guess you're almost there to be shot at a little bit. Cause
Yeah,
people...
of course you are, because there's bigger clubs around the area. That, you know, there's clubs that pay. You know, you've got League Town on your doorstep, for example. It's hard to fend off the wolves as such, but it's down to the lads. That, you know, if they want to move on, they can move on, and they go with our best wishes. You know, we provide an environment for them and a setup for them that helps them play football week in, week out at a good standard for a good club. And if they can kick on and push on their careers, brilliant. You know, yeah. You know, Boyd will carry on. I'll carry on doing my thing. Wayne will do his thing. But it's good to see that these lads are getting the opportunity. And like I said, we've got more youth teams that are involved.
It's growing as a club.
The club's growing on and off the field. It's about them. You know, I go and help out them on a Sunday. I go and do the line for them on a Sunday. I haven't got to do that, but I enjoy the football. I enjoy this level of football. You know, lads and dads and upwards. I just enjoy. You know, I don't go Stoke anymore because I don't enjoy it. And this is where what standard of football I enjoy. So,
what's he like to work with, Wayne? Bondy.
Bondy's sound, yeah, he's a good lad. Genuine. You know, he bangs his gums all the time, so as you can tell, yeah, he's a good lad.
Bondy, that's an endorsement for you, mate. Gents, I'm going to round it up because I think it's a good time to finish.
I'll just give a shout out to the Rudyard Massive in Lakeland Lodge, Nigel and Sue. Cheers.
Rudyard Massive.
Yeah, the Rudyard Massive.
Shout outs. We'll shout it out.
It's a firm, that is.
Yeah.
A firm.
Brilliant. Yeah. I hope they're watching. Mate, tell them to watch. Well, we'll finish on that. Many congratulations.
Thank you.
Fantastic achievement. You know, you deserve your media spotlight, in my opinion. It's brilliant for the town and fantastic what you've done at Bowley Green. I hope you'll continue to enjoy success together. So well done, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brilliant.